Taurus, Russell, Crow, Brandon, and Lee. The names Russell. Okay, Russell. Hold on a second. Let me just change my pen. Russell. Right, but you've got a big message here, and you always do, to do with crows. Okay, now Cheryl. The name Cheryl or Shell or Michelle. Okay, but Black Crow. And that basically symbolizes transformation, change, and new beginnings. But it has a very big spiritual context of change. Okay, so you really could be dealing with a Scorpio or a life path 4. Okay, but something is changing with you. Okay, in you, like alchemy, but it's changing within you. Your belief, which is a lie. So Lee or Leanne, picking up the name Leanne, my nan, something to do around my nan. So it might have something to do around siblings and family. Because I'm picking up like big changes coming, like something very big is about to happen and a big change. This is kind of like I'm going to make a big purchase, okay? Big purchase, okay? And I'm probably going to move. But whatever it is, it's going to alter your life completely, okay? And it's saying that you are being guided by like these crows of like, because I always say that how far the crow flies, which normally means like navigating, okay? And how far is that? So it's kind of like you may be considering moving or like going on a holiday or something like that, or the name Colin or Collier or Day, but something that's really going to change your mind, change your life, which is kind of, I'm picking it up like a move, like we're going to move somewhere else, okay, and I'm going to start a new life, but I'm kind of looking at where I'm going to go. But it's also like a prophecy, okay? So it's like foreseen energy that I've kind of seen it already. So it's like I've already looked. Okay, so at the moment, I'm kind of picking up like property, okay, on the market. Now, this could be anybody around you because I'm picking up like market.com. Okay, .com. Now, that can either be a car or a Cancerian, life path 7, but it would be involving like traveling, okay, like a travel agency, traveling. I'm also picking up like a modeling contract, modeling. Then I'm also picking up like something to do with around like clay, the name Clayton or Clay. Clay. So the name Clay or Clayton. Okay, but like modeling contract or modeling something or like art. Okay, art. But let's stick with what I'm first hearing for you is to do with around like a new purchase of like a new car. Okay, a new car or a new house. You have to excuse if you can hear that in the background. I have a lot of people asking for readings. A new house. This is so weird because it's kind of coming up for me where I'm looking at making a new purchase for a car. If you've seen the fact that I predicted my own car accident. All last week we was talking about cars and wheels. Okay, and that there was a hangman in the middle of this wheel. Okay. And that happened to be me, and then I think I drew a horse and cart, okay, whether it was a horse, but it actually wasn't a horse for me, it was a deer. Why am I drawing a dick? What is that? I don't know why that's Dick. So the name Richard or Dick? It's pointing at this. Something's changing. So someone that's about to be circumcised, maybe? Or have an operation, something like that, or like artificially inseminated. So it could be, this really could be relating to, pregnancy. Okay, pregnant. Okay, and I'm pregnant, and that there's a big change about to happen because I'm getting bigger, okay, as a person. Okay, that is not a dick, but that is like a belly. Okay, and my belly's getting bigger, my back's aching. Okay, and that the big change is going to be the fact that why on earth am I being so discreet with that? Like, I keep envisioning that somebody here is pregnant and they're about to kind of like give birth, or there's a big announcement that somebody is like pregnant. Okay. And it could have something to do around artificial insemination and eggs, right? Eggs. Oh, the name's Skeggs. Eggs. Okay, Skeggs. Now, I'm also picking up on Skegness. Two. Loch Ness, that would relate to Scotland. Okay, Scotland. That's Loch Ness, monster. Some of you may be drinking monsters for some reason, and you need to like cut down on your diet here because you may be over-consuming like sugary drinks. But Loch Ness and then Skegness. So that's like locations, or the name Loki or local. My local. Wow, we're really getting some messages now. So that's a pub. Pub. And then we're also picking up on travel, or a travel agent, maybe buying a car, large purchase, or the name Chase, or peaches, picking up on peaches, and then also beaches. So your messages, if you didn't know, Taurus, and you've just found this, I freak people the fuck out. And I actually freak myself out. So this is all of the above. It's remote viewing. It is automatic writing. It's drawing. It's channeling from the Akashic Records. Someone debated that with me. Akashic Records is pieces of information that come through one piece at a time. Okay, like little building blocks. For me, I channel it as I'm going here and there. I don't need time to do it. I do it as it comes through. And then at the end of the week, watch all of the readings, okay, and put all of the pieces together. And then at the end of the week, you've got, because like within your soul group, right, you're going to have loads of people that have got star signs. That's why I love doing these readings, right? Because you can put all of these pieces together and think, that's what all of that meant. Okay, so don't worry about star sign specific. Just kind of try and watch as many as you can to pick up on all of the signs. Okay, so these are like building blocks. So building. So we're kind of looking at maybe changing my apartment. So that means moving. Renovating a house or a home. Picking up Lulu. Shout. But like, I'm renovating a house or a home. I'm having it built. I'm having something done around where I live and blah, blah, blah. And there are big changes around where I'm living. Okay. That's just kind of like having my own. I'm picking up a jar of hearts for some reason. Like, is it making my own jam? Or the name Jan? Right? But like, I'm making my own jar of like, I don't know, I'm also picking up on people that do like candles, and I make my own candles, right? But inside of a jar, or the name Jai, Jason, anybody that's got J in their name. Okay. So having things done around my apartment and my building, and I'm renovating, I am the person that renovates things, or I'm having that done. Some of you, all of your messages are about locations, like distances and locations. Okay. Like, I don't know whether you do this for a job, okay, because it would be like an estate agent or getting people to look at houses, or the name Housey Chris. Claire, you all right, guys? How you doing? I'll send this to you, Claire. Actually, yeah, Taurus, you're having your house renovated, right? So this is, so that's just a friend of mine that I've known for a very long time. Happens to be, her brother is a Taurus, she is a Sagittarius, and they both come up as 5. So if you didn't know, I also read in numerology. So Taurus, the Hierophant, and Sagittarius, Temperance, because they're both major arcana star signs, they add to the grouping of 5, right? Life Path 5, Sag or Taurus. You can watch the same reading, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, Jupiter, North Node, doesn't matter, Sag and Taurus readings, okay? If you want to know how that works, just join the join button below. There's teaching videos about all of that, how I break down messages and codes. So you've got like this, I'm hearing taking over, right? So that's like overtaking, so like might be buying a car, Jimmy, but taking over, and it's to do with my takings. So that's a pub, takings, right? So some of you may be like leasing or letting out a pub, right? And yet this is the building here. It's like a hotel, maybe in California. Coming in up for the Hotel California, Calais. But like, I'm taking it over. I'm about to put down a large payment, okay? Or larger, or larger, or Laura, or Defarge. Right? But like largy, don't know where that's coming from. Name larger, largy, bargy, onion bargy, maybe. Could be Pakistani. Could be someone that's opening up a restaurant, like food, okay? But you've got like this, I'm going to make a large payment and a down payment on a house, right? Maybe. Or a pub. This came up in last week's readings, in the other star signs, or it could have even been yours. I think Pisces, when I did theirs, it's making me look at their energy now. Life Path 3 or Pisces, they had these 3 doors or 4 doors to choose from. Okay. So these are like doors, opportunities. So this is like a hotel. So I didn't actually pick this up in the Pisces reading. I think it was Pisces, was it? I don't know. This is actually on the front of the Capricorn. Sorry, Capricorn, which is / Gemini. Capricorn or Gemini. Either way. So in this reading now, for you, Taurus, this is a hotel. There are like doors inside of this building. Okay. And they're labeled as like, okay, door number 1, door number 2, door number 3. And these are like, I'm either renting out one of these houses or one of these buildings, or I'm renovating them all, and I've got to go from like here today, and I've got to go and, you know, build or construct something in this house, and then I've got to go and do this house as well, and that's what I do as a job, right? Or the name Rob, or Robin, Rob. Could be a Life Path 7, Cancerian, because that would be robbing something from the house. So be careful of burglars. This could also be people that put up alarms. Right, now if you're worried about people breaking into your house, you've got a warning sign here about putting up an alarm. Okay, an alarm. I'm also hearing alarm. Sorry, I don't mean to like disrespect anyone's religion. I just don't know what they call it, like alarm. Aslam. So I'm also picking up like a dragon, because that would be the never-ending story, la 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 la. Because that was from Aslam, right? From Aslam. So that would be, oh, sorry, Leo. Leo. Who lives in a house like this? Look through the keyhole. So keys, Louisiana. Look at the doorknob. It's telling you to pick number 3, Pisces. If you've got a choice between people of love life and you want one, it's telling you that you may have a Libra, okay, or a Libra placement, because that's a 2. Trust me, these readings go into all kinds of things, so you've got to be well-knowledged on what all of this means, right? Because I'll pick up on all sorts of shit. This would be a Cancer, because it's a 7, and this 3 would be a Pisces. So the choices that you may have in your life is to do around a Piscean, a Libra, or a Cancer, or it's involving you guys all together as a 3 that represents Pisces. Okay, so let's kind of come out of that now, because Leo is also kind of here of making a choice of something. So that would also be / Aquarius, by the way, because that's an 8. So at the moment, number-wise, we have 321, Dusty Bin. We have the number 3, 2, 1. 3, 2, 1, 8, 3. Now, I did this in the other reading, and it's kind of like this 32,183, or it's like 3,200, whatever that would be. But it's like, they're telling me that this is like spending money. Like these numbers are like what someone's crunching numbers of how much they will get for something if they buy it or sell it, right? If I rent out this property, okay, there seems to be crows here. A crow? Cheryl? Brandon? Lee? Laura? But like, there's something joining. A joiner, someone that is a bricklayer or something, but it needs joining. Because you might be like, I don't know, knocking through a building to make all 3 rooms 1 room. But it's kind of like an estate agent or someone that does this for a living. If you don't, then it's someone that renovates and builds something here, having an extension put on the house or something. Because these are also like houses as well, okay, as well as they are doors. So properties. Now, let's go back to what we were saying about a pub and a restaurant. There seems to be like this choice of like making a large purchase of a house or a building, or do I, because if it's a pub or a restaurant, it would be under the brewery. Okay. So do I buy it or do I lease it? Let it, lease to let. Let it be. Let it be, let it be. Let it be, let it be. Speaking words of wisdom, let it be. But do I lease or let? Lisa? Melissa? But renting or buying. Now, some of you, it could be a car. I know that's what's kind of coming up in my... but it could be a car, right? And I'm thinking about buying a car, okay? Large purchase. Where else did we go for you here? What have we got? Prophecy, making a profit. So this is all about like whatever I buy here as a crow, right? This is a hangman also, a hangman. But whatever I buy, this is also someone of dark. They're dark. Or Dan. But like, I have it all. I have a house, I have a home, I've got a nice car, I've got a big knob, right? So it might be where you're buying all of it. Like you're like, I'm going to buy a car and a house and a home and I'm happy. But this is also like letting it out. Do I rent out this? Do I rent out that? And how much will I make if I was to sell this and sell that and have everything and then buy something large here? Like I'm trying to sell things in order to be able to buy something, or work out the equations of my money to see what would add up. Or the name Adam or Eve or Steve. Or Eve or Steve. Okay, or Adam. Now that's also related to a 6 of Gemini in a box. I'm living in a cardboard box. 6 that lives in one of these houses. Let's see what else is coming up that's relevant for you guys that I've missed. Because it's like adding up money. Like I'm trying to think how much money I've got. How much do I have to save? If I want to move to this house or this house, okay, how much money do I need in order to like move from this house to this house? Okay. And it's also like trying to stay near family. Like I don't want to move too far because I want to be near all my friends or family. Okay. This energy here seems to be the one that it's pointing at is Libra. Is a Libra energy. Okay, that's making the decision between this energy and this energy. Pisces or Cancer. Okay, so that would be a 3 and a 1. That is a 4. So we now have another digit. 4. 3, 2, 1, 8, 3, 4. It's like somebody here is being given, like, say, okay, so you want to buy this, so we can sell you it at this price, but it'll be a big price. So this is like selling a house, like trying to get a 32,000 or something like that, or 321,000, like, you know, here. So we're making you an offer, or from the offers. Okay, off. Why have I just stopped it off? Can you knock any off? Like, it's like bargaining and negotiating, like prices. Like, okay, if I buy this, can you take any off that? Right, because I need to come up with that. And it's like, well, can't you lease out your house or remortgage your house so you can pay this, you know, off and imply it into your business? Like take a loan out or take a loan of your house, something like that, but it'll make me happy. Now for me, I know how this is kind of relating, because I had an accident in my car and I've been given an offer for my car accident because I made a claim. That was the Clayton claim. So it's like an insurance company or an insurance broker or Books. Oh, I'm hearing the name Books or Brooks. You might be an author, okay, and you're selling your product and they're kind of making you an offer to say, if you sell so many of these things of whatever it is, oh yeah, don't forget I've got something coming up for you. This Spooky 2 machine. I'll be able to get you 5% off, okay, your first order. And it's to do with frequency healing, like cancer, things in the body, deficiencies, pinpointing like anxiety, things that are in the body, frequency healing. So, yeah, if you want to know, I'll be making a video very soon. But this is like negotiating a price. Like if I sell this amount of things, we'll give you X amount of pounds for it or dollars for it. Okay. If you do this, then your money will be that, blah, blah, blah. Right. How long have we done here? 25 minutes, because I also want to do you a tarot card reading as well. But I just want, so pregnancy. So this might be like where you're considering, like, because of the pregnancy, you're now looking at, what do I do about my job? Do I do anything that is like to do with arts and crafts, right? Do I do that? Stick with my artwork? Do I continue to go to college for art? Okay. Or do I do so on and so forth, right? There's like traveling to Skegness. It's like a holiday camp. Holiday camp. Somebody could be in a same-sex relationship, but a holiday camp. Okay, can't afford to go too far, but I'm going to take the kids to a holiday camp. Okay, we have things like Butlins, Skegness, and you pay a certain amount and you get in, and it's a gated community type sort of, you pay your money, you go in, and it's like an all-exclusive, right? Everything is in there. You can't really leave it. You go in and so something like that may be coming up for you. What was picture number 2? Lake District. Yeah, we've gone over something around Scotland. Something here is being put in these jars. Like, I'm putting things in a jar. It's like money, right? I've been putting money aside in a jar and saving it. And I've been putting all of these pennies or whatnot in here to move someday. So I've been saving money, basically. You may not, you don't have to have put it in a jar. Some of you, like I said, you might be making your own jam. Okay. Food. Have you guys ever tried dehydrating? I've actually never realised about that, and I've just started to make my own jerky, which is actually really nice. But like cooking and putting things in jars and selling them, or food, or delivery food, or something like that. Putting it all into a package and then delivering it or sending it off. And it's like a job opportunity. Like, how much will you give me for this amount of food that I'll give you, or that you can deliver or sell? Something like that is there for you guys. Okay? So, crows and prophecy. A profit. I'm making a profit from what I do as a prophet, which pretty much means that, I get this all the time, and I don't mean to be funny, but the amount of people that tell me they're a psychic medium, I've had it so many times this week and last week. Steve, I just need to let you know I'm a psychic medium. Okay, good. I'm a psychic medium. I'm a psychic medium too. I'm a psychic. Sorry, and I'm glad that you are, but like the amount of times that you hear that or I hear it is wow. But you could well be like a prophet. You're making a profit by doing things that are like spiritual. Okay, you do like tarot cards or whatnot, or you're a tarot card reader, or your channel is big enough in order to earn money. If it isn't, trust me, it takes a hell of a long time in order to do that. Right, it really does. So, just understand it takes a lot of years to get anywhere where you're actually earning enough where you can call it a living. Okay. I'm hearing Lithuania. Also the name Wayne. Wayne. I'm not sure how you spell Wayne. Wayne or Wayman. The name Wayman. The name Wayman. Okay. A lot of this is properties, selling, buying properties, margins, trying to look to reinvest into something bigger or better. Okay. How far does the crow fly? It's like birds of a feather. Heather? Tax. I know someone's called Heather that does tax. Tax. I'm also hearing Jula Taxi, someone from France. But taxi, like I run or I do my own taxi company. Okay. Or I'm a delivery driver, but it's to do with a car and taxis and money. Because this is kind of like, okay, I really need to go to here, right? I live here, right? I live here. And I want to go, I want you to pick me up and take me to here for the night. And I'll pick you up in the morning or I'll pick you up later. And then you can take me back here at the end of the evening or at the end of the night. So it's like a boozer. It's like people that here in an establishment that drink alcohol, right? And they get all pissed up. And then this is like a driver that's like, okay, I'm en route. Okay, I'll come and pick you up. What time? Blah, blah, blah. How much? And then I'll commute here and take you back here. Okay. So it might be investing in a car so you can do like Uber driver. So if these are coming up and you're like, oh, I could do that, Steve, I haven't got a job. I could do it. This is what Spirit is saying to you. Or it's coming up for you, right? But an Uber driver or a taxi driver or something to do with a car and making a large purchase so I've got a nice car and then I can start my own business doing taxi work or delivery driving. Or this person does that, right? Here. Nothing bad, really, is kind of coming up for you. Michael Jackson. Michelle or Michael Jackson. Doesn't matter if you're black or white. I'm picking up that somebody has a choice of a colour of a car. And it's I either go for black or white. Okay. It's like maybe a painter or a decorator. Or like, what colour do you want it? Magnolia? Or do you want it black? Or do you want it white? Do you want it red? Do you want it blue? What do you want? And it's like, okay, I'm going to... Because if it isn't my house or home that I'm having painted, it's kind of like I may be having my car sprayed. Or I might be buying a new car. And I'm looking for something that's either black or white. Okay, and I've got a choice between two. What do I want? Or blue. Or blue. To be honest, wow, I have Taurus. I have Taurus descending. And I have Saturn first house of Neptune with Scorpio. But it's funny that I'm looking at a car, right, and it's a lot of money. But I see one that I really like that's cheaper that is actually blue. The car is blue. But the one that I really want is black. But it's more money, a lot more money. But the one that's cheaper is blue. It's just, and there was also a white one as well. It's funny that. But making a choice between three things, red, white, or blue. Now, some of that is a flag. The red, white, or blue. So that's the US, right? So United States, that's everybody. So are you moving? Are you physically like going to make like I am going to move country, state, like I'm going to go somewhere else to the US or from the US? I'm either going to go on a holiday or I'm going to move from the United States to, I don't know, maybe the UK, right? Something like that, because we have UK and US here, right? This person lives at this door, you live at this door. Okay, so there may be interaction that you've got with someone on the internet. Anyway, so Taurus, there you go. There's your automatic writing and viewing. Now let's do you a couple of tarot cards, and I will see if any of this that I've kind of obliterated here kind of comes through. Because nothing really to do with your love life, because it could be to do with like moving in, right? I'm going to move in to your house or your home. Like the person that I'm with, that I could be pregnant with or been having sex with, we don't live in the same house, but I'm considering moving in to someone's house, right? Moving in with them. So let's see, Taurus. All the cards are in the wrong. Taurus. What's coming up for Taurus, please? 2 cards, Taurus. The 9 of Cups and the Magician. So wherever it is or whatever I'm doing, I don't quite know the answer yet because I'm slightly emotionally unfulfilled. I'm trying to get to a point of something that makes me feel good. Okay, it's like an impulse buy. If it is buying something, it's like buying it on an impulse. Because what I have at the moment, I'm not satisfied, right? So I need one more thing. So I need something. So I'm looking for something. If it's your love life, there's this feeling emotionally unfulfilled. You've got the 10 of Wands as well. It's like, I've got to work for it, though. If you want it, I've got to work for it. Steve? A novel? Writing a book? Or Neville? But I'm going to have to put the work in. Wow, I made a song about that as well. If you only put the... What is it? If you only takes a minute, girl, that weren't me. But I did do something about if you only put the work in. It's on Angel Radio below. If you didn't know, I'm also a music producer. Let's see. Taurus. A new person or with children. This is the unknown. It's like Libra energy, right? It's like, try not to be catfished for any of you, because when this High Priestess turns up, that's always my possible catfishing card, right? Of like making a large investment and not knowing who the person is. Like, I'm just about to send fucking loads of money overseas to someone that I don't know what the fuck they look like. Don't do that. For God's sake, don't do that, right? People, trust me, people do it, right? I've been speaking to someone on the internet for a long time. They won't show me their face. They don't know, but they've promised me marriage and commitment, and one day we will see each other, but not yet. And I'm just about to send a load of money over to them. Don't do that. Okay. What is going on? Because this is also making someone offer at work. Right? Like, I've been thinking about it, but I haven't really told you yet. But I have been thinking about offering you this job. Okay. Because Libra would be a boss to me, because that would be tax and, you know, all of that sort of stuff. So it would be the boss, and it is the major arcana energy here. So it's kind of like I've been looking for a job, but I've been thinking about making you an offer of work. So it's kind of there if you want it. But we need to speak about it a little bit more, about payment, right? Or the name Pains. Okay, so Tom. So Leo maybe, Tom Cat. But Tom, I know a Tom Payne, he actually doesn't live in Spain. But you might, or be going to Spain, okay, Mallorca or something. But he is an estate agent. So this has got something to do with around my estate or my house or an estate agent or buying a building or buying a company or something like that. So what is the 9? If you've got shitloads of money, if you want to leave me a very nice donation so I can buy a car after my bloody accident, doesn't everything bloody happen at once, Taurus? Like, God, I try like everybody does, man, but God, if you follow me for a while, you'll know that I stopped doing tarot for a bit and I tried the long distance courier work, right? And I bought a van for £12,000. That broke down quite quickly and I ended up trading it in for the car that I've got now that I've had an accident in. So I traded it in from £12,000 to £5,000 car. I drove the car for like 3 years, had an accident, and now it's a write-off. So I lost 12,000 there, right? Then I invested into that fast food company of £6,000 to £7,000, and I got ripped off there and walked away with nothing. So I lost money there, and now I come full circle back to tarot again. But doesn't it just bloody happen now? My car's broke. Like, oh, you can't seem to get a head start. Well, that's why I always say save money, right? What is the nine of Cups? Queen of Cups. Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces. The Wheel of Fortune. It's kind of like getting this feeling that this person's interested, but not really interested. Not Pisces. Don't really know whether they're interested or not. Don't really know whether they're fully open to this, right? Connection. Let's see. The Magician. Distant. Emotionally distant. Now, that can be ADHD or the fact that they are at a distance. We don't really communicate that often. Okay, just now and again, Jen. Engine, life path 7 or a life path 9. But, like, I don't know whether to leave, stay, or go. But I'm kind of... It's kind of like getting the impression, if it's to do with love life, that someone's not really that into it. What is the 10 of Wands? The Chariot. Life path 7. So there's the female energy, maybe at distance, going to see them. Could be parents. Trying to see where any of this kind of related to what we were going to visit, their house or something. What is Page of Cups? So now, do you see what I'm saying, right? What people say, I relate more to the channeled stuff. When I read cards, right, to me now, they're quite limited. I can't see as much and channel as much and do as much when I'm looking at these pictures right here. For me, it's in the drawings and in that sort of channeling it all. When I get to the car, there is a car of purchasing a car, but I don't know, it confuses me, man. I get like that. Don't quite know what it means anymore. What's the High Priestess? The Sun, family member, Virgo, waiting, Sagittarius, 5, Taurus. I mean, are you not speaking to a family member or you've lost a family member? Like a father, Luke, or Luke in the Book, someone from Manchester, Leeds, Sheffield. Okay, like a lass. But I've lost my father or I've lost someone like a family member, but they're also getting better. This is like healing something here. Family healing. Father and mother, maybe you've gone through all of the cancer and the stuff that we was drawing last week, right? And they're now healing from that. If this comes down to love life, I don't know, it's very confusing. Because it's kind of like I've got one woman that I'm sort of friendly with. It's like friends or friends with benefits. I don't know, man. The tarot's really confusing my... Like, it stops me from bloody seeing anything. Right, so let me know below. What do you prefer, both? Or the channel stuff or the tarot? Or what are you relating to the most? Okay, does any of the pictures and the stuff that I channeled on there... Does it make any sense to you at all? Libra. Okay, does it make any sense? The sense that makes none. Like a religious energy or the nun? Ghetto nun or whatever, I don't know, living in the ghetto. So Elvis, Anyway, so there you go. Thanks very much, guys. Really appreciate it. Now, if you want to support me further or you want a private reading, you can follow any of the links below. One is to my Facebook, my private Facebook page, where a lot of you guys are probably already are. Send me a message and then we can talk very quickly about what it is that I offer or what you want. And that's an easy way of doing it. Or you can join Discord or you can send me an email. But the best way of doing it to get a hold of me quicker is the Facebook the Facebook page. If you want to join below, the join button, there's two things on there that you can do. One of them is just a thanks. Okay, I really appreciate it. And it's a way of donating like $2 or maybe $3 just to buy me a coffee or help me buy a fucking car. Okay, or the other one is where you get, for your time, you get 150 teaching videos about numerology, but my methods, the way I do things, predictions, cards, how to read them, what to look for, blah, 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 so on and so forth. It's all over there on the second part of the join button. You have a choice when you click it, okay? Please make sure you smash the like button. That really, really does help. Leave a comment. That really helps. Helps my vision as well. And I will see you soon, Taurus.